Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Beer vs. Ivy, episode number 13. I'm your co-host, Sangersall. Merry Christmas, everybody. And for those who don't know, I'm brought to you with the best co-host in the world, Jackson Gross. Jackson, it's Monday. How are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good, and like you said, a Merry Christmas to everyone. It's crazy that we're already here. It's already December 25th. It's a wild thing to think about, but it's an exciting day. Excited to spend it with family today. So hopefully the rest of you are after you watch Beer versus Ivy.
Of course.
But yeah, things are good. It's a crazy time. I've been working nuts at Walgreens. Thank gosh I had the 24th and today off. So it's all good around here. Just a good feeling. I'm feeling very festive. As you can't tell, I got Cubs winter beanie on with the old school logo. Got my Anthony Rizzo jersey on. I got a little Santa Christmas sweater that lights up. All that kind of stuff. So we're definitely feeling the festive move right now, regardless of what a certain team out in Los Angeles is doing. But Cy, how are you?
Well, I want to say we're doing good, but I've caught some sort of like COVID flu mix, and I'm still feeling the effects to it. But outside of that, I would say we're doing good. Went to the Bradley SIUE game a couple days ago. Bradley won. They snapped their 5-game losing streak, which was good to see. Just went to a few concerts last week. Wrote an article about Yoshinobu Yamamoto's new team and his crazy contract that he got, but we'll get into that. And it's Christmas Day. At the time that this video goes up, I will be 2 days away from being in Florida. So I'm just looking forward to that. We need a break. Need to go get to be in sunlight and all that stuff for a week, and it'll be great. But of course, we're here to talk about some baseball. And oh boy, we got our favorite team in the world that's just coming back.
Yep, it's our good old friends, the Los Angeles Avengers, the Los Angeles Thanos, the Los Angeles Infinity Gauntlet, whatever Marvel meme you want to come up with.
The Los Angeles Infinity Gauntlet. I didn't think about that one. I'm kind of that's. All right. Yep.
That was better than I thought. Okay.
That was good. I like that one.
Okay. But yeah, they signed Japanese sensation. They've signed 2 now this offseason. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The contract, as you can see on the ticker, is for 12 years, $325 million for the 25-year-old who's never pitched in the major leagues. There is an opt-out, I believe, after 6 years and after 8 years. So correct. I figure if he wants to leave Los Angeles, he'll probably get out after 6 years. He'll be 31 at that point. He'll get one more big contract if he can play well in those first 6 years. But crazy stuff. The Dodgers saw this stat between the Glasnow trade and extension, the Yamamoto signing, and the Ohtani signing. They have now spent $1.1 billion in total money this offseason. If you want to go by AAV, I mean, they're paying Glasnow $25 million this season. Obviously, they're really only paying Ohtani $2 million, but let's say 70. So that's 95, and then 325 divided by 12. That's another 27. So we're at 95 plus 27, $122 million a year for 3 players, technically 3 pitchers. I can't. I know there's supposed to be differences in baseball at the markets, but this is ridiculous. This is just getting ridiculous.
It's all insane. We were expecting Yamamoto to get this much money, but for someone who's never thrown a pitch in MLB, he's getting 12 years, 325. That's a little insane. I can't lie. That's a little insane. And he had to go to the Dodgers, which his team's already good enough, and now they're just ever so better and it's the phrase "the rich get richer" is an understatement for what the Dodgers are doing. They're already rich. They're already living lavish, the favorites of the MLB to win the World Series. And now they have Yamamoto, and now they just feel like the big brother harassing everybody, all the other teams, like big brother, little brother, and it's just it's. I don't like it. Why couldn't he go to New York? Either the New York teams.
Yeah.
Like
I would have preferred he gone to the Yankees. So it would have been a lot more fun to talk about with Alex.
Yes, would have loved to see that, but no. Apparently, he wanted to be a Dodger from the get-go, and then Shohei went there, so it's just a match made in heaven. Because, like, what is notable is the New York Mets matched the exact deal that he got with the Dodgers. Up to the years, the money, everything matched. But he chose to go to LA because he wanted to be in LA and not in New York, which is insane. I don't like it, but oh well. It's like the over/under right now is like 2.5 World Series in the next like 10 years, and I would take the over if I were Dodgers fans because they shouldn't be this good. But also, the only reason why I actually believe they did any of this was because the Arizona Diamondbacks last year did what they did. They single-handedly caused the Dodgers to send $1 billion just for them to lose to Diamondbacks again. So, you know what? That's okay. Erod owns them. Corbin Carroll owns them. But it is what it is. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I thought it was the amount of memes that have come out of this have been awesome. Where just like one of them was like when Spencer Steer like walks off on Yamamoto of like the 84 win Reds in the NLDS, and it's the video of Jose Bautista against the Rangers. Like,
yes,
shout out to the meme community for the MLB. We love you. I have to say though, I'm gonna go on a mini rant about some of the stuff that's gone on with Ohtani and Yamamoto. I understand that they have to try and leverage their money, get themselves the best offers, and do what's best for them. But I am sick and tired of all these players using teams like this. If you want to go to the Dodgers, just go. Don't mess around with all these teams and don't play the heartstrings of the Mets and the Yankees and the Giants and the Angels and the Phillies just to say at the end, oh yeah, I always wanted to go to LA. Then just go. Don't mess around with it. I know you have to do what's best. You have to meet with the teams. That's fine. But if you're dead set on going to LA in the first place, just make it happen and tell from the get-go, I'm going to LA. I'm going to make this work. Be done with it. It really bothers me. And I know that's part of the business and that's what they have to do. But it just feels so like it just feels completely dishonest and manipulative. And I don't like it. Like, ugh.
Yeah. There's no real other way to put it. That was spot on. Like, just why couldn't he sign like 2 weeks ago? And things would have been different. And other teams would have signed other players, and maybe the Cubs would have done something by now. But they weren't even in on Yamamoto. They weren't even in on Yamamoto, so I really can't say much to that. But just, come on.
Yeah, and like, stop playing with the heartstrings of someone like you, who's like him and Lars Noot are apparently like this, and then just for him to go to the Dodgers.
As of 24 hours before Yamamoto signed, a report came out by Jim Jones, coming directly from Lars Nootbaar, that the Cardinals were still in. So I had hope up until the end. I'm like, it was such a low probability. And that's what even Lars told us. It was like, it's low. But there is a chance. That's all we need. It didn't matter.
As much as I despise Lars Nootbaar as the player, I would not no one else recruiting on my behalf than Lars Nootbaar. Like he did a fantastic job trying to recruit Yamamoto.
He did his job. More than his job.
Yeah,
They
he went above and beyond.
both him and his mom went above and beyond. So
Shout out to them.
Yes, shout out to them as I'm repping the Cards hat today because have to.
Exactly. So, but the team that made the World Series and embarrassed the Dodgers in the NLDS isn't done because they want to run it back. They already brought in Eduardo Rodriguez for the rotation, but they brought back an old friend, Lourdes Gurriel, to trade. I believe they sent Dalton Varsho to Toronto for this, which is looking like an absolute steal. I think at this point,
yeah,
because then they get Gurriel and Moreno out of that trade. Holy fleece! Shout outs to Eric. You get your catcher of the future and at least an above average left fielder for basically younger Kevin Kiermaier.
You did no younger Kevin Kiermaier who can catch if need be. Gotta
oh boy, he's a left-handed IKF. Oh boy.
I like that. Actually, hold on. I'm tweeting that out right now.
No. That's mine. That's mine. I'm tweeting that out.
Tweet it. I like that. That's a hot take, and I like it. But case in point, though, Lourdes Gurriel is a much needed re-sign that the Diamondbacks needed. He's sort of a veteran when you think about it. He's been in the league for a little bit, and him, Alek Thomas, and Corbin Carroll in that outfield meshes together very, very well. And he's an above-average bat with some speed, with a decent glove in the outfield. But when you have Corbin Carroll and Alek Thomas, it doesn't really matter who's the other person in the outfield. You got an above-average outfield. So I like it a lot. And the deal is only like 3 years, $42 million or something. So he's only getting like 14 AAV, which truly it's not that much when you look at what all these other free agents are getting paid and what else everybody has gotten money-wise. So I like it a lot. They want to run it back. They got the crazy hair Pineapple Man himself to do it. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, he was pretty solid last year. I'm going to pull up his stats here on Baseball Reference. He had a 3 WAR, pretty good. He hit, 261, had 24 home runs, 82 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, 309 on base, 463 slugging, a 772 OPS for an OPS plus of 108. So really solid season from Gurriel, and I'm sure the Diamondbacks are happy to have him back.
And despite it looks fit, he's happy to be back too, which I mean, dang, I missed. I didn't miss. If I was Lourdes Gurriel, I'd be happy to be back in Phoenix too. Might be hot, but man, oh man, that team is fun, and they are looking to get better, and they are getting better. So overall, good signing by the Diamondbacks, and you know what? Good. Let the kids play. The kids know ball.
There it is.
If we haven't learned by now, let the kids play. The kids know ball, and they're not done, which we'll get into it later. But they're rumored to sign some people, and I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm hearing. So I'm like an honorary Diamondbacks fan at this point, and I'm A-okay with it. I'm too invested in this team. So,
yeah, it's a good time to be a Diamondbacks fan. And for those who care, I did just win the World Series with the Diamondbacks and MLB The Show. So you're welcome. I'm manifesting it. They're going to win in 5 games against the Blue Jays in Toronto.
Ooh.
I'm manifesting it. And they're going to have Kyle Schwarber, Juan Soto, Sandy Alcantara.
There we go. I was like, something's like there's got to be a twist here.
Bobby Witt Jr., Javier Baez before he turned to mush.
Before he turned to mush is insane.
Kyle Lewis, who actually turned out good. Harrison Bader.
I miss Harrison Bader. He's a free agent, which I think is kind of crazy. Off topic, Harrison Bader is a free agent. I really don't know where he's going to go, and that makes me very invested. Because as an honorary Harrison Bader stan in myself, wherever he goes, I follow. Which was really hard to follow him last year with the Reds. But I mean, the Reds were in playoff contention and the Cardinals weren't. So it is what it is. But moving on, what do we got next? Because
we got the Tigers. They're still being very active as they get Shelby Miller on a 1-year deal. The former top prospect with the Atlanta Braves, I always get it mixed up between the Braves and the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Okay, top prospect at the St. Louis Cardinals. He is heading to Detroit after bouncing around. Had a pretty solid season with the Dodgers last year out of the bullpen.
He refound himself with the Dodgers.
Yeah, as a lot of guys do, apparently. So they've added quite a nice little pitching staff they got out there. I think you had like a mini rant about the Tigers you wanted to talk about?
Yes, we're going to go into a quick Tigers mini rant. And so we're going to start off with this. The Detroit Tigers are winning the AL Central in 2024. And you're looking at me. You hear this, and you go, there's no way this kid just said that. Hear me out. Look at the other teams in the division. The White Sox aren't doing anything. Get them out of the equation. The Guardians are probably about to ship off Manuel Clase and Shane Bieber. That's going to make them significantly worse. They have a lot of young, unproven talent, but not trusted. The Royals are going out. They are trying to be good, but they're probably going to only be about 75-76 win team. They signed a whole lot of mid. A lot of respect for Royals. A lot of respect for what they're doing.
Yes.
But they are signing a whole lot of mid. And the Twins are getting significantly worse. They're shopping around Max Kepler. Wouldn't be surprised if they ship off Jorge Polanco. Their pitching staff is kind of inexistent now. I can't tell you outside of Pablo Lopez and Joe Ryan, who's on the pitching staff. And whoever it is, aren't notable enough.
I was going to say, I remember they lost Kenta Maeda as well.
They're not notable enough for me to know. And then you look at the Detroit Tigers. You look at the pitching staff. You got Tarek Skubal coming in as the one. Legit ace stuff, legit ace material. Jack Flaherty and Kenta Maeda coming in as 2 and 3. They're big free agent acquisitions they brought in this year. Both are looking for bounce back seasons. Both have shown top of the line talents. Matt Manning is their 4. For those who don't know, Matt Manning has been a highly talented prospect for a while. Debuted a few years ago. Injuries kind of messed him up. But when he's on, he's on. That curveball of his, you're not hitting it. Then they got Reese Olson, who's a 24-year-old with a little bit of potential coming after 5. Saw Reese Olson pitch live when I visited Detroit last summer. He's good. The numbers might not know it. His xFIP, his ERA might not show it. But he got hit around a lot because last year the Tigers weren't as good. So they had younger guys had to learn it. You know how you have to learn on the job? That's what a lot of their younger pitchers do last year. Then you look at the bullpen. They brought back Andrew Chafin, the sheriff. Yes, down year. But what the Tigers are doing is this crazy thing called they are buying low. They're buying guys whose values probably aren't as high as they should be because they're coming off a bad season. But everybody who they have brought in has had success before. They have shown that they can be that high quality level. They brought in Chafin. They brought in Shelby Miller on a 1-year, $3 million deal that can possibly be a 2-year, $4.25 million deal, if my numbers are correct. I'm not looking at my source right now. We're pure ranting right now.
Okay.
Love it. Love that signing. And then their 8th and 9th inning guys of Alex Lange and I forgot the other guy's name. Whatever. It's not important. It's not important. Just the case in point, they have a good back end of the bullpen. It's not Alex Fido. It might be. I don't know. I don't even care. Just this team is good. And then you look at the offense. Kerry Carpenter, breakout season last year. Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson, amazing. Jake Rogers is a 6'7" man who catches, who's nimble, and got a cannon, and can hit the ball. Kibble kind of sucks. But as a platoon option, You love to see it. That is energy. That is a spark that you need.
Yeah.
They got Mark Hanna as a veteran. Like, just this team is sneaky good. And you're hearing this, and you're like, "There's no way." Just wait. Just wait. You're gonna come back on this video. You're gonna come back on the Christmas Day video, and you're gonna hear this, and you're gonna be like, "He was right," because I'm typically right. Y'all didn't believe at all about the Diamondbacks, and I was right about them. So this is
Wait a minute.
they are like the okay.
Ooh. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just looking at like some of the players they've gotten over the few years because I'm looking at Fangraphs. They obviously trade for Mark Hanna.
Mhm.
They signed Carson Kelly from Arizona in August. I completely forgot about that.
That's their backup catcher, former Cardinal, by the way.
Yeah, they were the team that signed Kenta Maeda. I completely forgot about that. And then in their bullpen, it's Lane, just the closer, Foley, and Will Vest.
There we go.
As
That
the
was
seventh and
Jason
eighth guy.
Foley. Jason Foley is outside of Yainer Cano is probably one of the best setup men in the league. You heard it here first. And I'm saying this because I got to see Foley.
wait.
I got to see Foley and Lange last year tear up a healthy San Diego Padres lineup live. Trust. They're very good. Will Vest is very solid too. They don't have Bo Burrows. Bo Burrows is filthy too. I'm pretty sure he's injured for a little bit. So like this team is young. They have the veteran pieces that are in. They don't have anything to lose. They give me last year's Arizona Diamondbacks energy. That's why I'm so invested in them. They're good. Just wait. Yes, they lost Erod, but they got Skubal. They brought in Major League caliber pieces who has shown potential to be high level. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's my rant. They're my American League version of Let the Kids Play.
Okay. Yeah, and I was actually just looking because I saw that Alex Lange was acquired from the Cubs in 2019. He was part of the Nicholas Castellanos trade, which I completely forgot about. So I didn't realize. So he's already starting to blossom. He was a first round pick by the Cubs in 2017, the 30th pick. So yeah, I was surprised by that. It was Alex Lange and Paul Ricken for a half season of Nicholas Castellanos. Which that still makes me upset, by the way. I wish the Cubs would have kept Castellanos because he was really good. But anyway, yeah, I think I like the Tigers. I think the it's going to be. It all depends on what happens with the Guardians. That's the biggest question mark in that division right now because the Twins are probably going to get worse without Maeda and Gray. Don't know what the Guardians are going to do. Are they going to completely blow it up with getting rid of Bieber, Naylor, and Clase?
I forgot about Josh Naylor.
What's that?
I forgot about Josh Naylor. Now he's like rumored to be moved.
Yep. And then the Royals are going to be better, but how much better are they going to be? I would probably throw them in the categories the 2023 Pirates.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good comp for them.
Good take.
So, yeah, there's a world. And if Javier Baez could hit like 230 for them this year, that'd be a massive improvement.
Huge.
It'd be a massive improvement for them.
Huge improvement.
But I was able to cook this up while you were talking.
Yeah. it's my catchphrase. Everybody knows. Let the kids play. And best believe when we're at the Senior Bowl next month, once a day I'm dropping the lines to somebody. I don't care who. We're gonna figure it out. Just wait.
Yeah. And then for those curious, I did make that tweet about Dalton Varsho and everything.
I like it. I've been tagging it too, so just go to either of our pages. We have it up.
Please do. But moving on. What else do we got? We got a couple of moves by the Brewers here. We have them trading Eric Hauser? Oh, wait.
Adrian Hauser.
Sorry, I got it confused with Eric Lauer. That's why. Adrian Hauser and Tyrone Taylor are headed to the Big Apple with the New York Mets. Go back with their former GM in Stearns. They get back a minor league player. I think the Brewers are tearing it down, but this is such a I know these are like mid-tier players that the Mets are getting, but the Mets are getting 2 major league players for a pitching prospect.
Yep,
which is it's just crazy. When I saw this, I was like, "What?" Again, I know the Brewers youth movement. They're probably going to ship out Willy Adames at some point. They may or may not keep Corbin Burns. We've had conflicting reports all off season of what's going to happen with him. But
and I really don't know where Corbin Burns would go either, because
Baltimore's still an option.
True.
Baltimore's still an option.
Baltimore's still very much an option. But I'm gonna shine some light on the Mets. And
okay.
So Tyrone Taylor is a good platoon bat.
Yeah.
Against righties, if I do sort of remember correctly. So, and I mean, who's in that outfield? DJ Stewart, Starling Marte. Like there's not much in that outfield for the Mets.
Jeff McNeil, wait, no, there's Brandon Nimmo.
Oh, yeah, he's fine, I guess. But and then throw up man himself, Adrian Hauser, because this is the Brewers pitcher who is notoriously known for puking on the mound during the middle of one of his starts multiple times. So throw up man is in the Big Apple, which arguably makes a lot of sense in my head. I don't know. I just seems like a match made in heaven. He's gonna puke on Citi Field, and it's gonna be a-okay. Maybe he's done with his puking disorder. I don't know. I don't remember, but I know Adrian Hauser as a man who throws up on the mound. If you know, you know. But, I mean, at worst, he's eating innings for the team who's kind of lacking in the starting pitching department. And is probably not done. They're probably going to sign Lucas Giolito, probably. That's my bold take. I think Giolito is going to be a Met. Makes too much sense in my head.
Okay.
So, yeah. I like it. And Coleman Crow, I mean, who's he? Your name is Coleman? And you're a pitcher? Okay, cool. You don't do anything. You don't do anything for me. So it's a win for the Mets. At worst case, it's a platoon bat with some upside potential defensively, and a number 5 pitcher who can eat innings, and on his good days is like a number 3. That's generous. How did I just call Adrian Hauser a mid-tier starting pitcher? Oh well, I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm reading this from New York Post. He would probably easily be their number 4 because they have Senga, Quintana, and Severino. And they also have Tyler McGill, Joey Lucchesi, and Jose Butto to also battle it out for the 4th and 5th spots. So,
off topic. But it's kind of funny how we were talking about Lourdes Gurriel's resigning and Gabby Moreno. Today's the 1-year anniversary, actually, of Gabby Moreno getting traded to the Diamondbacks. So happy as of the day of our day of recording, which is Saturday, the 23rd. Happy 1 year, Gabby Moreno. Thank you for everything, my Lord and Savior. Actually, you're not, but thank you again, because you are a vital role. You play a vital role in why the Dodgers just spent $1 billion. It's so gross to say out loud. I don't like that. That's okay. What do we got next?
All right, we got one more move by the Milwaukee Brewers. It's a small one. Not a ton of activity compared to last week in just terms of a lot of minor league contracts. Yeah. For the most part, but this is one of the bigger major league signings. Former Detroit Tiger Eric Haas is staying in the Midwest. He signs with the Milwaukee Brewers.
No.
What are you seeing?
Oh,
it's got to be, no offense, it's got to be more important than Eric Haas.
Oh, it's so much more important than Eric Haas.
What's up?
Okay, I want to throw up. Okay. The White Sox trading Dylan Cease to the Cubs is the most logical deal for both teams, says Bruce Levine this morning on 670 Score. Sox seeking top pitching prospects of the rebuild. Cubs need a top starting pitcher. No word on if the teams have spoken. I want to throw up.
So Jed's gonna try and fix Theo's mistake.
Jed's gonna fix. Yes. No way.
That would be the ultimate fleecing because
way.
we would have gotten Jose
No
Quintana and Dylan Cease for Eloy Jimenez.
And I'm looking. This comes up on my Twitter feed, and I'm reading it, and I see Bruce Levine. I know he's trusted because you repost a lot of his stuff. That's how I know.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta say this.
All right, hold on. I need to find this. Hold on.
I'm gonna out here. It's on Locked On Cubs. So
yeah, I just pulled it up.
Yeah. I want to cry. I want to throw up. I don't like this. But you know what?
What? No.
Ooh.
Okay. That would be interesting. And a bunch of people are saying the Cubs being on the short end of 2 Dylan Cease trades. Like, what has Eloy done? Like, yeah, trading Dylan Cease sucks, but Jose Quintana was good for the Cubs. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Yes. And something else that's notable is that they take on Yoan Moncada, the price would go down.
If they what?
In my opinion, if it's Cease and Yoan Moncada, brings the price down.
All right, that's it. It's time to bring out the trade machine.
Do it. We have nothing better to do.
This is a detour. There's not a lot else to talk about.
Detour. Wait.
What?
Before we go into our detour of our what would it take for the Cubs to get Dylan Cease? You know what would be a little bonus to get Dylan Cease for the Cubs?
What's that, Si?
Some good old insurance.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
All right. That was A plus segue from you. Thank you. Si.
I've never done the insurance segue, so I had to. I saw my opportunity and I took it. So,
all right.
Anyways, what would it take for Dylan Cease to be a Cub? Our Cubs expert Jackson Gross is going to let us know because now I'm intrigued because last week I said what I think it would take. So now we're gonna see what you think it would take.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen first, and we're gonna build this trade together. But we'll see. Okay, so here we have LMB trade values up right now. So Dylan Cease comes at a trade value of 40.4.
Yes.
So let's see. So it says the White Sox want some pitching prospects. Is that right? Let's see. So let's go with pitching. Obviously, we're not going to Jackson Steele. And you said let's throw on Yoan Moncada as well, since you said it might
take the value.
Yeah, he's negative 10.5.
Crap. I'm telling you, I was on something.
So in that case, let's send them Hayden Wesneski as one of the pitching prospects.
Okay. He's MLB ready. I like that.
Yep.
I like that.
And then maybe send them Jackson Ferris as well as another pitching prospect.
Mid-tier. I like.
And then let's go back to the Cubs. Let's see. What else do the White Sox need? They need a lot. But what else? What about the outfield? The Cubs have a lot of outfield prospects.
They could use an outfielder, maybe. They could use a. I think it's Canario. Is his name?
Yeah, we could go with Canario. Go with that. So we're at 20.5. What does it say? It's a major overpay. Okay. Honestly,
For which side though? To overpay for which side?
one side of the trade is giving up significantly more than they should. It's possible it would be accepted if teams are met, but a low probability. It doesn't say which trade, which side is overpaying. That's what I don't like about this.
I know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'm going to take those two guys out.
Okay.
Hayden Wesneski and Owen Casey gets this done. Minor overpay? Okay, whatever.
We can take that though. Worst case scenario, you throw on a Jackson Ferris and the deal gets done.
Yeah, let's just do that because that's just bothering me. Yeah, where'd he go?
Jackson Ferris should get that deal done with Owen Casey. Because Owen Casey, he's good. He's got a lot of value on his name.
Yep,
See?
there it is.
There we
Fair
go.
trade.
Look.
So
Look at
Hayden
that.
Wesneski, Owen Casey, and Jackson Ferris for Dylan Cease and Yohan Moncada. Interesting.
Very interesting.
I would hate to give up on Wesneski, but the Cubs have so many other pitching prospects. They got Cade Horton, Caleb Killian. They got so many other guys. Jordan Wicks. Like
Javier
the Cubs are
Assad.
pretty loaded in the young pitching department. And then again, they're loaded in the outfield. They got Canario, they got PCA, they got Ian Happ, they got Seiya Suzuki. I mean, we take a look at this. Obviously, there's PCA for outfield with a value of 56.8, which is hilarious.
Whew.
And then, yeah, they got Brennan Davis, who's fallen off a little bit. Kevin Alcantara. Yeah, so the Cubs are loaded in outfield and pitching. So
Kevin Alcantara haunts my dreams.
because I think he was part of the Anthony Rizzo trade, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
that's why.
It was him and a pitcher who ended up like doing some stupid stuff. But
Yeah, sounds about right. He's a Yankee. Makes sense.
but I'm okay with this trade. And the Cubs get Moncada to play third. Cubs get Moncada to play third. And you have Morel at your DH. Maybe the Cubs resurrect another White Sox player like they did with Nick Madrigal. So bring it on. Jed, fix the mistake. Fix it.
At this point, if I'm Jed, do something. I just
Okay,
want.
let's be specific. Acquire a major league player.
I was gonna say that, but you interrupted me rudely.
Sorry.
I was gonna say sign somebody who is not Jorge Alfaro or Edwin Escobar to a minor league deal. Like, come on, do a major league deal.
And that would definitely be a major league deal.
Yes.
Someone put this up. It's about the Dodgers. And it said free agency predictions. Blake Snell, Dodgers. Matt Chapman, Cody Bellinger, Josh Hader, Jordan Montgomery, Marcus Stroman, Teoscar Hernandez, Rhys Hoskins.
Yep. Saw it earlier.
Jorge Soler, JD Martinez, Shota Imanaga, Lucas Giolito.
Shota Imanaga is still a free agent. Keep his name in mind, folks. He is going to be a hot target.
Yes.
Also, I just saw something of this makes me laugh. I'm laughing because this is probably going to be Jack's near future. The pitchers that the Red Sox are probably going to bring in are now Marcus Stroman, Lucas Giolito, Michael Renzen, and maybe Jordan Montgomery. I think Montgomery needs to be a Red Sox, but I mean, don't say that to Jack. Jack's going to get mad when he sees this because he, as he would say, John Henry needs to be burned at the altar, which he's not wrong.
No, he's not. But yeah, fun exercise. I did see it's also something that would be a little, at least with the Cubs, a little concerning with some potential regression from Cease, and to give up one MLB ready pitcher and two pretty good prospects is a little concerning. But I don't. How old is Dylan Cease? Is he? I don't think he's hit age 30 yet.
No.
So it would be worth it. You have Steele and Cease at the top of your rotation. You're sitting pretty good. But all right, let's move on to some other potential moves. But first, we have to get to the MLB making some more rule changes. There's related to the pace of the game. They have put in a shorter pitch clock. I believe it's now 18 seconds instead of 20 seconds from the start of an at-bat. And then they've also widened the base paths so that way it's more strictly enforced. They made some other small changes as well. Nothing too major from what I remember reading, but just thoughts on the changes in the rules.
Pitch clocks indifferent to me. No one really used the last 2 seconds that much. It's gonna be nothing notice. The big change is the base pass. They're actually it's wider, so they're gonna be more forcefully and strict. There's a lot of leeway last year. A lot of injuries came from the base pass last year, in particular the home, the first base path. A lot of errant throws would go on because it wasn't really like set in stone what it should be. It's like, the term like gray area? There's a lot of gray area. There's a lot of gray area when it came to the base pass last year. So I like it. I think the moves are gonna be fine. And what I keep hearing from a lot of sources is that it's probably not gonna be noticed. The base pass is gonna be the biggest notice. But even then, it's not gonna be that big of a notice.
Yeah, and
so,
I forgot the other big thing is that they are reducing the mound visits from 5 to 4, and it looks like teams really only averaged like 2.3 mound visits per game last year. So it's maybe a little frustrating to take another mound visit away, but most teams aren't going to use it anyway. So, and I doubt there's going to be a situation where like, oh, if we just had that one mound visit, we would have won the World Series. But hey, sometimes a mound visit loses you a World Series. Cough, cough, Kevin Cash, Tampa Bay Rays, 2020. You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
You are right. But you know what else was why Kevin Cash lost the World Series?
What is that?
He didn't have any W energy in his system.
Oh, there it is.
So, guys, it's Christmas Day. You should know by now that this was going to happen. But for those who don't know, W energy was formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or crash. The formula contains vitamins, amino acids, non-tropics, including peptide, neurofactor. It's an energy drink with no calories, no sugars, no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors. And frankly enough, I think Kevin Cash needed some of that in his system. Otherwise, maybe he wouldn't have gone out there and pulled Blake Snell. Maybe he would have gone out there and left him in because he was energized and he was feeling it. And maybe the result would have been different. I don't know. Maybe it would have been different. Maybe the Rays would have still lost. But hey, it's that what if. And you get that what if when you have Dubby in your system. And, well, for those who don't know, if you use our code, Third Down Thursdays, you get 10% off at checkouts. It's great. Whether it's for yourself, for your mom, for your grandma, for your dad, for your dog, not for your dog. It might be Christmas, but don't give him that as a Christmas present. Don't give your dog W energy as a Christmas present. He might crash because dogs can't handle this. But humans can, and humans love it. And you can use our code. You get 10% off. And as always, thank you, Dubby. Holiday season. If you forgot a gift for somebody important,
still got time.
We got you. You get it by New Year's. New year, new you, and new thing of W energy. Thank you, Dubby.
All right. Shout out to Dubby once again.
Always shout out Dubby. And shout out Kevin Cash for being Kevin Cash.
Perfect. All righty. Now that's out of the way, we can move on to, again, what I like to call this entire MLB offseason, minus a few players, the potential. The teases of what may or may not happen, because that's all this offseason has been. We'll start with the first one, which half of the teams in this mix makes sense. The other half doesn't. The Giants and the Angels are pursuing Blake Snell, the NL Cy Young for some reason has not been signed yet. even though, again, he just won NL Cy Young and is one of only a few pitchers in baseball history to win a Cy Young in both leagues, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
If I'm misremembering that. Anyway, so
right.
he's still on the board. Obviously, had a great season with the Padres. Probably not coming back, especially with the Padres getting Michael King. It's going to be him and Joe Musgrove and Yu Darvish leading that rotation. The Giants make sense. They lost out on Yamamoto. They lost out on Ohtani. So getting Blake Snell to beef up the rotation to deal with those guys, priority one. Angels, have you not learned anything? Have you not
No.
learned anything? You're going to sign Blake Snell, and he's going to be potentially another Anthony Rendon situation where Anthony Rendon had a great 2019 with the Nationals, has done nothing with you guys since. I'm not going to say that's going to happen with Blake Snell again because different player, blah, blah, blah. But this just feels like the quintessential Angels move. And again, yes, they're pursuing him. Why would he want to go there outside of money and staying in Southern California? Like, he wants to win. That would be especially the way he lost the 2020 World Series. He wants to win. This is going to be his last big contract. I believe he's 31 years old at this point. So, Blake Snell, don't go to the Angels. If we're not going to the Cubs, go to the Giants or maybe go to the Mets. Like, I'm just saying that as a joke. I know there's no way that he's going to the Cubs anyway, but like, I'm just saying. Like, don't go to the Angels. Don't waste your career. I know the Giants don't have the star power, but you would be the star power. So please, go to the Giants.
Yeah. Best way to put it. Angels, what are you doing? Actually, we know what you're doing. It's the same old, same old. Again, it's like the same circle. They lost their star players. So what are they gonna do? Get their fans' hopes up. Like, we don't need Shohei. We can still be competitive. We can still do this. No, you can't. And I swear on them. I don't even know what. I swear on my Yadier Molina. No, I'm not looking at right now. If Blake Snell goes to the Angels, why did you just not match the Shohei contract?
I know. It makes no sense.
It does not, and it won't. It won't, because anything the Angels do does make sense. Because I think it's Artie Moreno. I think that's who it is. Runs
Artie
Angels.
Moreno. Yep, he's the owner.
Artie's off the pills. Artie did not take his medicine for the past 6 years, and it does.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, it's weird, but hey, look, another player that the Angels are some reason going after.
This is why Artie, what are we doing? What are we doing, Artie?
They're going
Also,
after. Go ahead.
We can speak. No. Artie, what are you doing? You got this. This is you.
Yeah, so they're also going after former Blue Jays and Mariners outfielder Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar did not have the greatest season for the Mariners in his first year outside of Toronto. He hit 258, 26 home runs, 93 RBIs, 305 on base, 435 slugging, 106 OPS plus. Where in years past, let's see, he had in 2021 he was an all-star with Toronto at 32 home runs, 116 RBIs. That season's looking more and more like an outlier with the rest of his career. I mean, he had 29 home runs in 2018. But, I mean, he's a solid player. Not much I can really say about him, but I think he'd be a nice fit in that Red Sox outfield. Just add to the swole, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Because obviously they got Yoshida, they got Duran, they got Tyler O'Neill now, add Teoscar Hernandez. I guess that makes Duran your fourth outfielder unless you put Teoscar DH. That's their plan.
Jarren Duran had to wait to go with 2023. He is not going to be a third outfielder.
Yeah, so it's an interesting mix. So It should be interesting to see what they decide to do if they do bring in Hernandez. Because like I said, let's pull up the depth chart here. Yeah, they got Yoshida in left. You got Duran, Tyler O'Neill, Rob Refsnyder,
my utility
Snyder.
king. He's a utility king.
Weiler,
plays-
Abreu.
He's good.
Sedan, Rafaela.
He's good.
So, yeah, he would be, unless they want to play Trevor Story as their DH, he'd probably, unless maybe they want Teoscar left and Yoshida to DH.
That's what, from what I've seen, that's what it's looking like the most, is that Yoshida would DH, which
I think that's a good fit. That's because
it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least.
Let's see. I'm going to look up his baseball reference, or baseball savant, excuse me.
Nice one.
This is just to get an idea of his defensive stats. Let's see what we got here. Teoscar Hernandez. Let's see. He had 88th percentile in arm, 78th in arm strength, but 58th in range. 0 outs above average. So he's an average left fielder, which I guess might be better than Yoshida. So very interesting. See where he decides to go, where all these free agents got to go, because everyone's taking their sweet time. Next, one move that would probably make me and Cy sad for next free agency cycle, and that's the Phillies are looking to extend Zach Wheeler, fun nugget from MLB Trade Rumors. If this happens, he would be just the third player in the Dave Dombrowski era to be extended. I think it was Jose Alvarado and I forgot who the other player was off the top of my head, even though I read it.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
It was Dominguez. Okay, so yeah, Alvarado and Dominguez. So Wheeler would just be the third. They did re-sign Aaron Nola, but Zach Wheeler, I think, is the quintessential ace of that rotation. Nola's a very, very good, but Zach Wheeler just shows up every fifth day, gives you a really solid outing, 6-7 innings, big game player. I really like Zach Wheeler. He was good with the Mets, but he has really, really blossomed with the Phillies.
He's went from a mid-tier starter to a front-line starter, just like that.
Yep.
But last thing I'll add to that is it makes a lot of sense for the Phillies to bring him back. Him and Nola as the 1-2 punch, lethal.
Yeah, like, just again, baseball savant, 93rd percentile in walk rate at 5%, 87th in barrel percentage at 5.1. Pretty good at getting guys to chase at 32. Doesn't have the greatest fastball velo, got 95.6, but his expected ERA was 3.18. It was 3.61 this year. Went 13-6, had a whip of 1.08, 212 strikeouts and on 192 innings.
Filthy.
Just a absolute dog for the Phillies. Dog. That's all I can say. So it'd be a great pickup for the Phillies to keep him. But yeah. Oh, one more thing. There's another player that the Angels are trying to get as revenge for the Dodgers taking Shohei Ohtani. The Angels are trying to get JD Martinez to be their new DH. If you want to take this one, please be my guest.
Artie. Oh, Artie. I don't know why you're off your meds right now, but can we please get back on them? Because JD Martinez is an Arizona Diamondback, not a Los Angeles Angel. Ooh, what are we doing, Artie? Why do we not just match the Shohei contract? You would have not been in this situation if you just did what the Dodgers did. But you're the little brother of LA, so of course you did, because you don't know what it's like to be your own independent functioning team. That's why you waste talents and you sign Anthony Rendon on the bad contracts, and at least you draft okay. But even then, like you want to sign all these players, but then you got teams acquiring on about half your team. Make it make sense. What are we doing? You're in purgatory. You are in purgatory right now. And being in purgatory is number one thing sports teams cannot do. And you are in the deep end. What are we doing? I can't wait till it's June and Mike Trout wants out. I can't wait. I can't wait until you trade Mike Trout to the Phillies for the Twinkie box and Nick Castellanos. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Artie is going to accept that trade like that. Just for the box of Twinkies, not even for Nick Castellanos.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm not awake enough to be doing this.
So yeah, there's a great article from Halo Hangout on the 15 worst signings in Angels history. Let's see. Let's just go to number 1.
It's probably
Josh Hamilton, 5 years, $125 million.
Forgot about that.
In 2012. Let's see. Yeah, then it's Anthony Rendon at 7 years, 245. Yeah, Angels fans, you still got, let's see, 2020, 2021, 22, 23. So you got 3 more years of Anthony Rendon to deal with before you're out of that contract in 2026. And then for some reason they put Albert Pujols here. I don't think it was that bad of a contract at number 3.
Kind of was.
No, don't care. Justin Upton, 5 years, $106 million. Zach Cozart, 3 years, $38. Gary Matthews, I don't really care. Joe Blanton, 2 years at $15 million. Julio Teheran, Matt Harvey, Cody Allen, Jose Quintana, Luis Valbuena, Trevor Cahill, and CJ Wilson.
Trevor Cahill. That's
Cubs legend.
I was going to say the same
Diamondbacks legend.
Yes.
God, that is just a whole lot of bad. And most of those were 2010 and after. There was like two of those players were before 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, Angels. We hope like with the Blackhawks and with the Bulls one day / White Sox, we hope Artie Moreno sells the team at some point so you are free from him. Or much like the Commanders with Dan Snyder, we hope you're free of Artie Moreno someday soon. So,
amen. Can't put it any other way.
Yep. I mean, like JD Martinez is good. He had 33 home runs, 117 hits, stole 1 base, so it's better than the last 2 years. Hit 271, 571 slugging, 321 on base. Really, really solid player. Great DH. Not going to give you anything in the field anymore like his older days, but he's 36. Let him go to an actual contender, please. Like go to the Diamondbacks. Go back to the Red Sox. Go to a team that's actually going to compete. Don't waste your time with the Angels. But all right. Unless you saw something, I think we're going to move on to the last thing of the day. We brought it off at the top. It's Christmas time. There's still plenty of unopened gifts in the MLB free agency and the trade market. So if you had to pick your number one thing off your Christmas list for your team, like I'll put an example for me. There's a ton of stuff I wanted for Christmas, but there's my number one thing. That's a Star Wars Lego Venator. It's like $650. That's the one thing. It's the one thing I want. What's the top of your Christmas list for the St. Louis Cardinals? That it could actually happen. Let's put it in, obviously, because you'd love for the Cardinals to get Garrett Cole.
Nah, because that's unrealistic. So, okay. I need to think about this. Okay, so I have a current gift. I have a gift that will give to me in the future.
Okay.
My current gift is I want Phil Maton in my bullpen kind of badly.
Okay.
Him and Hector Neris would be lethal. I want that. I need that. Because I'm kind of something in my brain that I want to say we're going to trade Dylan Cease. I want to believe. I still do believe. But I don't know. The gift that'll give to me in the future, which would give to me next offseason, is when Roki Sasaki gets posted and he becomes the St. Louis Cardinal. Because now that Yamamoto is gone, shifting focus. Focus on Roki Sasaki, who almost got posted this year and would have had to been signed for cheap, which is right up the ballpark of the St. Louis Cardinals.
There you go.
But I'm willing to give them my arm and my leg if it means we get Roki Sasaki, because he's phenomenal. He is phenomenal. But that's what I want. I can't get him till next year. So currently, I just want my bullpen to get better.
Okay. This is difficult because the Cubs have a lot of like big needs. And there's one thing I want to have happen. I'll put it like this. No, I don't. And of the list of things the Cubs need, third base is like third or fourth, depending on who you ask. I would say if I could have one thing on my Christmas list, I'm split between two. I think you have an idea of what it is, but I'm going to say Cody Bellinger comes back. That is the number one thing on my Christmas list, because
that's kind of what you guys need the most.
Because as much as I was thinking about, I want to get Emmanuel Clase and Shane Bieber. Like, yeah, that's great. But that'll help out the pitching a lot. That'll solve two of the biggest issues. The biggest issue is center field and the outfield and the offense. Because Dansby Swanson, solid offensively. Ian Happ, solid. Seiya Suzuki, maybe he takes another step, but otherwise, very solid. They need that star in the lineup. Right now, the best star player to get, trade or free agency, is Cody Bellinger. And maybe now Pete Alonso comes more available, that the Mets didn't get Yamamoto. We'll see where that leads. But that is the number one thing. And then I'll throw in a future gift like you did. Alex Keeler, my guy, I hate to say this, I hope the Yankees have a bad season and Juan Soto is the new DH for the Cubs in 2024.
You have Juan Soto at home by the name of Christopher Morel. That's all I got to say.
Hey, Chris Morel's a pretty good DH. He's pretty good at a DH. Come on. Yeah, like what? Okay.
He is no. I already know the stat line because Fuzzy did a whole video. He is middle of the road.
Okay, this is his first season, actually playing a full year.
Okay.
My God. You're not gonna make me do this. You're gonna make me do this. What is it? I will not take any Christopher Morel slander.
Brandon Donovan better.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, sure. 26 home runs, 70 RBIs, okay. 247, 313, 508 slugging, 116
I'm taking my curly-headed king.
Oh my God. What is this?
He's a better utility player. He's a better gap-to-gap hitter. Yes, less power. Oh, well. Donovan's not known for his power. He's known for his gap-to-gap. I'm thinking...
He's literally... He's played 200 career games.
Oh my God, I don't care.
Let's give him some time to grow, shall we?
Okay. We'll come back to this in the middle of the season. We'll see how he's doing. And
exactly.
If he sucks or if he gets traded, oh well, must suck.
Oh my God, I do not believe this.
You should have known.
The hating is crazy.
You should have known.
Trying to get through one nice thing.
Nope. We don't do that around here. I've been nice the whole episode.
I just remembered this because
great.
I'm seeing our friend Ben Verlander here
Oh my
on Baseball
God.
Reference.
This is a perfect way to end the show, actually.
I
Hold on.
completely forgot about this until
This
now.
is a perfect way to end the show.
Ben Verlander, did you take drugs before you did that segment where you talked about that Shohei Ohtani's the most important free agent signing in Dodgers history? What?
Yet was praising Jackie Robinson like 2 weeks ago. It doesn't add up.
Like, dog, I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to put out that, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great for the Dodgers as a business, and like this is monumental because he's basically Babe Ruth in the modern era, and blah blah blah. I get that. You're doing it from a purely like baseball business modern day context. But there are more important things than just what it means for baseball and business. The reason that a lot of the players are in this league today, including Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, Christopher Morel, since we just brought him up, Tim Anderson, so many other, basically the reason that the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and a bunch of Latin America plays baseball and is allowed to play in the MLB is because of Jackie Robinson. And the same thing for all the Japanese players. We'd never gotten Ichiro Suzuki. Never would have gotten Shohei Ohtani. Never gotten Yoshimbo Yamamoto. Never gotten Masahiro Tanaka. Never would have gotten Lars Nootbaar. Put it in back. Never would have gotten Seiya Suzuki. Never would have gotten some of these guys. All because of Jackie Robinson. The reason that Shohei Ohtani is able to sign with the Dodgers is because of Jackie Robinson. And Mr. I think it's Ricky. I forgot his first name. Mr. Ricky, who's the owner of the Dodgers.
Branch Rickey.
Branch.
Thank
you.
I love that I know this. Oh my goodness. Look at my brain go.
So
But no. Thank you.
Ben Verlander, dude, I understand what you're trying to say. But dude, come on now. Let's be reasonable here. And I'm not coming at you because like everyone else does because they think they got where you are because you're Justin Verlander's brother. That's not where I'm coming from. It's purely just that segment should have been thought out a little bit more. You could say it's the most important. I don't even know how you spin that. It's like you could say it's the best free agency signing of all time, like or whatever. I don't even know if you want to go that far with it, but I don't know. I was just kind of it was really boneheaded from Ben Verlander,
but
that's unfortunate because he does some really good stuff most of the time.
Most of the time. But even then, it happens. It sucks that it had to be like that. But, you know, it... Well, I think we should just transition to the bottom of the ninth because Ben Verlander is a little questionable. He's got to get back on our good terms. but in the bottom of the ninth, we get to talk about anything, including Ben Verlander and his mishaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. But anything else you want to say before we get to our favorite ad at the end of the show?
I don't got anything. Twitter was kind of quiet. Twitter did give me the Cease news today, so I mean, I'm actually kind of happy about that. But no, I don't really got anything. I'm expecting from now until New Year's to be quiet, which is sad, but looking at the big fish on the market, it's time. We got to pay attention to Blake Snell. We got to pay attention to Matt Chapman, Cody Bellinger, and I would say pay attention to JD Martinez. Those are the big names. Oh, and Shota Imanaga. We got to pay attention to like those five. Those fives are the big names that, as baseball fans that we are, need to pay attention to. And for my sake, because realistically, the Cardinals are going to sign a bullpen arm or two, and we're going to be done, which is sad to say. But I'm more paying attention now. What's the rest of the NL Central doing? which we didn't actually give faith to mention a move. The Pirates picked up Martin Perez. I forgot to mention
Yep.
that. Inning eater. They also brought back McCutcheon for a 1-year deal. I was probably his last year, depending on what he does. I'm not sure. But for me, as a Cardinals fan who knowing that we're not going to try to do much, I'm just paying attention to if we're going to pull the trigger on a trade, which I think we are. I think a trade of a depth starting pitcher is going to be made at some point. I just have a gut feeling we have too many outfielders still. Alec Burleson's going to get traded for an outfielder, a pitcher of some sort. And just I'm just watching. I'm sitting back and I'm watching and seeing what's going to happen. That's way to put it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a interesting time. See what happens between now and the end of 2023, which is weird to say.
I
And
know.
we're not gonna have another episode before the end of 2023 because next Monday will be New Year's Day. So
Wow. Crazy to think.
it's weird. It's crazy to think we've already had 13 episodes in the year 2023 already, which
13.
haven't missed a week since we started, which considering both of our lives is pretty awesome. So I gotta say this has been one of the best parts to not just to end out 2023, but best parts of 2023, being able to actually start this. So thank you for pushing for this for however long we've been talking about it. I don't even remember how long we've been talking about it.
It's been like a year. I'm not gonna lie, guys. For those who don't know, this is this Beavers Ivy, all this show. It's been a year in the making, but within the span of a week, it happened. So like,
Yeah,
here we are, which
Yeah.
is kind of crazy to say.
yeah.
And
So
I will say, sorry viewers, but it's possible we do take a week off. Life's busy for both of us, me in particular. So we might be taking a week off, but casual social media plug, pay attention to the X at Beavers Ivy. We're both active on there. And if something happens, we'll let you know. And stay on the lookout on Monday as Size Underdogs will be making his return, since it's hard to do Size Underdogs for a pre-recorded show. So,
yep. But yeah, just want to say thank you to Bruce and MJ, our overlords, if we'll put it that way, at Third Down Thursdays.
not just call them overlords. That's insane.
Okay, nothing first. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, thank you to them, especially obviously MJ and Bruce for letting us do this, but Bruce for putting all the designs together, putting our intro together. Maybe in 2024 we'll have a proper outro video or something, and maybe we'll have a new intro video for 2024. I got some ideas that might be really cool to do. So
maybe.
um,
I'm gonna continue off you. Pay attention to 2024 as we have more guests coming. I got some guests that I'm working on the down low. We're gonna get some beer, some specifically some beer guests. The guests of our birds. So pay attention. Working on some things on the low. So but thank you for all the supports. And well, I think we have to say hi to our guy, to our card man.
Yeah, we do. And it'll be good to have some beer in here. We've had some fountains. We had the Coliseum, and it'll be nice to get at least one half in. Maybe we'll get some Ivy down the road. But yeah, let's say hi to our card guy.
Card guy.
All right. So again, thank you to everyone. Okay, hold on. I have to say this because I just saw this. I don't know if this is true, So take this with a grain of salt. This is about Cody Bellinger. It says John Rossi just dropped a bombshell on the radio. Said the Jays held a meeting with Cody Bellinger earlier this week, which went poorly after Atkins let slip that the weed. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Ignore that. It says that the weed in Toronto sucks ass.
Oh
We'll
my
see how
god.
this
Yeah.
impacts the Jays.
Yeah, that's
I saw Toronto and like sucks ass, but I didn't realize what it was referring
Yeah.
to. Okay, yeah, never mind. Disregard that. Let's get out of here.
on that note, we're done. We'll see y'all next year. Goodbye.